Welcome back everyone to episode 6.
Hello.
Today we're going to be going through the world of hydrogen and how it's used in vans. But first thing I just want to talk about before we get into hydrogen is, have you got a new seat and I don't?
Oh yeah, I have got a new chair, freebie from The Dump. It's a good one. So,
And where's mine?
Well, we need some more viewers here so you can buy your new chair. So hit that subscribe button and watch the video a few times. We can buy Lewis a new chair.
I'm just on a camping chair. I mean, mine does have a cup holder, which yours doesn't. So.
That is true. That's
and I
quite
got
good.
a pillow to make it look taller. But
Yeah, I don't need that.
No, you don't. But yes, today, hydrogen.
Yeah, hydrogen vans.
Yeah.
Right, so that's right. We've got two big names in the hydrogen world. We are looking at the Vauxhall Varo E Hydrogen and the Renault Master H2 Tech as well. So these vans are brand new, packed with cutting-edge technology, and we're going to have a look at them, see if they're a real alternative to electric vehicles. So let's break it down.
It's new, isn't it?
Well, it can be new. It's pretty old technology, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been around a bit, but it's coming into quite a popular thing in the world now, because obviously everyone's trying to be eco-friendly and not looking at electric, but then hydrogen's just there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not so popular in the UK, but
yeah, I think in America it was big with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day. He was pushing it, wasn't he, in California? Was that hydrogen? Yeah.
But I mean, looking at the UK, I know like places like France and Germany are doing a lot better with like the stations and stuff compared to the UK. But it does have its advantages, doesn't it? Because you're looking at like electric cars, how long they take to charge up. We've spoken about that a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's only a couple of minutes longer than a normal car it takes to fuel up. It's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But in reality, like 5 minutes to refuel a car.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's like 3 to 5 minutes that you can refuel. So it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Better than the old 45-minute charge at the old charging station, isn't it?
I think it's the range as well, isn't it? So you can obviously get a bigger range on them. So
yeah. I don't think it's like quite as much as electric. I don't think it's quite there. I think it's sort of like between 100 and 200, but they are paired with electric batteries.
Yeah.
And obviously electric cars are sort of boasting 300 plus miles, so it's not the best. But when you're talking 4 to 5 minutes to fuel up compared to 45 minutes, I don't think you're really going to argue with that, are you?
No, exactly. And they have zero tailpipe emissions as well. So essentially, no emissions at all. So
yeah.
Again, it depends how the hydrogen's made. Like anything, a bit like electric vehicles have no emissions, but the only byproduct is water. So
just going to water the roads. That's all it's going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just have tons of wet roads if everyone goes to hydrogen. That's all we're going to get these days. But I've been looking around a little bit, doing some things. There's some nice cars about and some vans. I think it's looking like a bit bigger in the van world.
Okay.
I think because it's probably
delivery vans and stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing is they need to do more miles, longer, and stuff like that, don't they? And they want quick fueling, don't they? They don't want to be sitting around 45 minutes on their phone, unless they're paid hourly. Then maybe they do. Maybe they want to. You never know.
That is true. We've got to entertain the dog here while we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, we've got a little dog here with us today who's
obsessed with the ball. So
can't get
keep that going.
Yeah. So the first one I want to talk about is the Vauxhall Varo E Hydrogen.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yes, it's looking interesting, this one. Obviously, e-hydrogen, big name there. It does have the battery still, and it's got the hydrogen fuel cell going through it as well.
Yeah.
So it's, going to give businesses an alternative to these electric vans, something different. Still got the electric in there, so you actually can just rely on that electric engine.
That's pretty cool.
So if you do run out of hydrogen, because one of the big things that everyone's going to come up with in this, there's 15 fueling stations in the UK.
Wow,
that's it.
Nothing, is it?
Yeah, nothing at all.
I think it's because they're massively pushing electric, aren't they? But the EV market, as we said in the previous video, that is tanking quite a bit at the moment, isn't it? So it'll be interesting if they actually go more into hydrogen and push those cells. So
I think they're mostly around London as well.
Well, the hydrogen ones.
Yeah. And I was reading, because like France and Germany are really pushing for it. So they say you can basically do the whole length of the country now in hydrogen.
Oh, nice.
Whereas like you probably could get to Scotland on hydrogen unless there's any fueling stations up there.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, so because the Vauxhall Varo E Hydrogen has got 45 kilowatt hydrogen fuel cell, and then obviously it's got a 10.5 kilowatt lithium battery, and then obviously it gets peak power from regenerative braking as well. So it improves efficiency. It's not a massive.
What are you doing?
Excuse me, got a little alarm going there.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, so that's. I mean, I thought it'd be bigger than that, but I guess doing both together is cleaner, and I wonder if they'll last longer as well. I guess is the other thing.
Yeah, and I don't know what a 45 hydrogen fuel cell is like.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like how much that actually does.
I just know litres and kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
No, exactly.
It's an interesting one. But what are they saying about range on this one? So they're looking at about 249 range.
Okay.
miles on it.
That's not huge, is it, really?
Yeah, and they say it can refuel in about 3 minutes.
I mean, that's the difference there, isn't it?
Not too bad, is it?
That's pretty cool.
And obviously you've got the electric engine in there, it can go an extra couple of miles as well,
Yeah.
just in case you run out. So, you know, it's really good for those companies that can't afford those long charging up on the electric,
Yeah.
sort of stuff and everything like that.
The actual space of the van is pretty good, isn't it? The cargo space. So the van itself is 6.1 cubic meters, which is pretty cool, and a payload capacity of 1,000 kilos. So again, like you say, for the deliveries, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I assume, like, yeah, it's going to keep. Again, I don't really know hydrogen. I don't know how big the tanks are, but I'm quite surprised it's not lost anything.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of tanks in, but then I don't know if the engine bay, what's in there now, just batteries and hydrogen and motors and everything like that.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
true.
sure. Power wise,
Yeah, power.
134 brake horsepower.
That's not too
more
bad.
than my Audi, and 260 newton meters of torque.
That's
So
pretty
quite
good.
torquey.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty good, to be fair. I mean, 134, you don't need tons of power.
No.
It's got the torque as well for the deliveries, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Price, that's interesting. So the price of this van will be, depending on the spec that you get, 59 to 70,000 pounds. So it's a very pricey van, and obviously companies gonna be doing it on leases and HPI and stuff. But yeah, that's extortion. I mean, I know vans have gone up. We were looking at other videos, but that's very expensive. But you know, if you guys have had any experience with hydrogen vans, let us know in the comments below, because it's all pretty new to us, isn't it? It's
Yeah, no
new,
idea
so-
really, to be fair. I mean, just having a little look here as well. So they can say it can travel up, it's 31 miles just on the electric.
Okay.
So if you get caught short,
Yeah.
you'll be alright, but
Can't get to a fueling station
you might
anyway.
not get to a fuel station. You might have to just like charge up all the time.
Yeah.
And 5 kilo hydrogen tank. Only 5 kilos.
Okay.
So I thought it'd be a lot heavier actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's looking it looks quite nice. I mean, it just looks like a normal van.
Yeah, it just looks like the normal Vauxhall.
Nothing's really
van,
changed. I
doesn't it?
mean, looking at the pictures here, just looks quite normal. Yeah, nothing to really report, to be fair. I mean,
No.
obviously, it'll have a tailpipe on it compared to the E ones.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, some of them just have them on for fake anyway, just so they look a bit smart. But
Yeah,
it's quite good,
exactly.
to be fair. What's that dog doing over
The
there?
dog has got the ball stuck, so I'm going to have to
Get that
just
ball
get
out.
that ball out.
What are you doing now? I'm going to move on to the Renault Master H2.
Okay.
Get the ball stuck out with the dog. So, Renault.
There we go.
It's a bit of a game changer apparently in the world.
Okay.
It's got some jaw dropping specs in this one as well, so it's looking quite good.
Yeah.
It's looking alright.
So this one's actually better on the range, isn't it? It's way better on
Yeah.
the range. This is what I expected from a hydrogen van, the range I'll be getting. So it's 435 miles, so that's better than EV. I mean,
Yeah.
some EVs are actually pretty big now. I think I saw the new VW can do like 700
Yeah.
km, so that's pretty good. And that's got a 30 kilowatt hydrogen fuel cell, so that's
But I'm going to stop you
similar
there,
size.
because it's 15 less than the other one.
That's true. Yeah.
So I don't know why it's like that, and it can go on so much range.
Weight maybe the weight of it, size of it, but it's a way bigger van. Isn't
It's like the big van, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's the sort of long body high top on it, and it's
Yeah.
further. So I don't know how that works, unless it's all new and you know, people with the technology just getting the things completely wrong. I don't know, but
it?
that's
Yeah,
mental.
that is strange.
Yeah,
You
unless-
think like side by side, you'd definitely go for that one, even though it's bigger to drive, but you're getting
yeah,
better.
but I can't find what the how big the electric motor is. So it might just have tons more batteries.
Yeah,
and then
that's
they work
true.
together, but I'm not too sure on that one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But it should be, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's quite good. Comes in multi-formats apparently. So panel van,
Oh yeah.
got the floor cab, chassis cab, so anyone can customise it or anything like that. It can do, you know, heavy cargo as well. There's nothing wrong with that. It can still keep the weight in there. So, you know, it's not
pretty
losing
cool.
anything.
No, and it's got the space of up to 12 cubic meters, so that's a pretty big van. Obviously, you can see from the photos, it is a pretty big van, isn't
Yeah.
it, compared to the other one. So
It's interesting.
nice.
And like the Vivaro again, it's only take about 5 minutes to fill up.
that's
So
pretty cool.
it's great for deliveries, and you know, businesses are probably going to love that. I assume if you're like doing deliveries around London, it's probably the perfect candidate if you've got all the hydrogen stations there.
Yeah.
And you can just dip in and out, get them.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad, to be fair.
It'd be so much better. Like 5 minutes refuel is so good. Isn't
Yeah.
It? Yeah, and then skipping on to the price, so we look at £70,000 for this van. It's going to launch in 2025, so yeah, it's pretty expensive, similar to the other one. So I guess it's just the technology of hydrogen, isn't it? Like it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, looking at this one, I think I kind of prefer it to the Vauxhall. I'm not going to lie. It looks a bit more high tech on the front bumper,
Yeah,
but in essence, it's sort of all the same. I mean, here's a picture here of all sort of the chassis and anything underneath.
Yeah.
It looks like you got the sort of main motor at the front, like you would expect, and then underneath the the back is sort of the all the batteries and stuff. I'd assume nothing's
Yeah.
really labelled here, but I'm just going by assumptions in this one.
Just going by expertise.
I'm no engineer, but but I quite like it. I wouldn't say no. I mean, I've not driven hydrogen yet. I don't know. Like, does it rev?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, does anyone know? Like, does it rev or is it like electric? You just put your foot down, off it goes. Like, I've literally.
That was interesting. Yeah, it'd be good to actually test one out, wouldn't it?
Like,
2025. So
Is it silent?
yeah,
I don't know. I have zero idea how this works at all. How it all works.
that's pretty. If anyone's got a hydrogen van, let us know, and we can come test it and do a video on it. So that'd be pretty cool.
Well, have you just driven one?
That'd
Let us
be really
know.
interesting.
I want to know what it's
Yeah.
like. Because it could be the new thing. Like, you imagine electric just gets the can and then we're all back to hydrogen.
Yeah.
All back to hydrogen, all going to hydrogen.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I mean, that's talking about the bigger picture in it, the hydrogen infrastructure. As you mentioned, in the UK, it's not really many fueling stations, but there are Renault and Vauxhall teaming up with Rise Hydrogen and Hyver, I think that's how you say it, with the fueling stations. So whether they'll actually get more stuff rolling out so we charge them up, I don't know. But that's something we'll be answering in a future video as we find out.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. These companies are rolling out plug and play, they call them, hydrogen stations.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's 134 horsepower. You're not going to be, going that far. But,
No.
easy to set up and relocate. This means hydrogen refueling stations will pop up at depots.
Okay.
They can just pop them up and everything like that. I mean, most of the pictures I've seen, they literally sort of look like just big versions of, like, charging, like, fuel charging systems.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, like,
So-
obviously it's not like your standard thing. You just pull up, charge, but...
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like you say, you're probably just going to stand there and wait for it to fill instead of plugging your electric car in, going in for a coffee or anything like that.
Yeah, it's so quick.
Yeah.
Just it's interesting why they haven't gone down this route, I suppose. Maybe the safety with it, technology, I guess.
It's quite volatile, isn't it, hydrogen?
Yeah.
If I remember my chemistry back in the day,
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is.
it'll
So.
explode on you a bit maybe, but
Yeah. But yeah, I think that is the main thing. I mean, fueling stations as well, like the UK and EU are pushing for more green solutions in the transport sector, as we mentioned, the EV. So hopefully the hydrogen sector, as Lewis just mentioned, will obviously build up in the next couple of years, which is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, if you're a business looking to sort of like cut down on your emissions and all this sort of stuff, companies trying to get greener,
Yeah.
everything like that, especially if you're paying like the low emission zone, the ultra low emission zone in London, you're going to start looking down every avenue.
Yeah,
And, if you're getting penalised for driving a diesel van in these zones for so long,
yeah,
you're probably going to start looking at electric and everything like that. And if you're a delivery car, you want something that can charge the quickest,
quick.
really.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue in it. It's the charging, like you say, for like the buses and big delivery vans, is that you need to fleet them because obviously when you run out, you need to go charge it, and vice versa. Hydrogen will definitely be a way better solution for that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
And I've not seen so much in the way of cars, really.
no, there's
Only
been
vans.
some, like I think I've seen one online that said it could do 1,000 kilometres on a charge.
Yeah.
But again, that's like a prototype and it's an idea, isn't it? So I don't think anything else.
I mean, the
really
one that screams for me is the Hyundai Vision N Vision 74.
Oh, nice.
I
That
think-
hydrogen.
Yeah, I think this thing looks absolutely sick. And it's a
Okay.
drivable prototype, so people have been driving it.
Right.
And it looks insane, and I pray it comes to production because it looks so good.
Oh,
And
cool.
it's just like based on sort of like their old, I think it was called the Pony or something like that. Coupe.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but they had some good specs on it. I mean, obviously it's not been released yet, so I mean the interior looks a bit rough and ready
Yeah.
on the seats and stuff. But actually, I do really like this. I would quite like to buy one on the
Yeah,
finance.
try it out. Well, let's do that for the next video. Next week, let's go in depth into that
I like
and
it.
see what we can find out about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's everything to do with hydrogen vans for this week. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for watching our previous videos, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah. Hit us up.
See you in the
Thanks
next
for
one.
watching.
Cheers.
In a bit.